What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
All right, we're going to be talking 2014 predictions. Now, I got a few things in my quiver here, but Doug, I wanted to jump out of the deck here and talk to you a little bit about what you have seen going on, not only this year, but what you're looking at in 2014. This is Doug Carr with Marketing Tech Blog.
Sure. Well, I think we're going to talk about mobile extensively, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because the trend continues and
it's not going away. It's just it's cresting in adoption right now. It's not even cresting. It's there's no crest to it.
Right. So people still aren't taking advantage of even just text messaging as a universal kind of. They have incredible redemption rates on mobile coupons that are sent via text message and stuff. Companies are still seeing great results with that, even though nobody talks about it because it's not shiny and new and everything else. Mobile apps, of course, from an engagement standpoint, are just growing. Mobile conversions are much higher than they have been in the past.
That's right.
It used to be that people used to use their device to research, but then they would go purchase. But now people are purchasing.
And in fact, I talked about that here a couple months ago. I had a speaking engagement, and studies have shown that it's a full percentage increase over first quarter of this year compared to last year. So even earlier in this year, I mean, it's at what did I say?
I think it's around 2.3, something like that.
Something like that. Percent conversion rate. People are trusting the devices.
Well, people are trusting the devices, and the devices are getting smarter too. So like if I'm on Amazon, all my credit card information is already in there. I don't have to sit there and try to type it in, but I can definitely hit buy now and ship to, and I'm done.
That's right.
So it's becoming a lot easier. So. Of course, there's a message there for companies that, on the mobile front. On the big data side of it, what we're seeing is that, we've been screaming as consumers about all this data that everybody's collecting, and what are you doing with this data besides the government trying to get it? There's a responsibility that marketers have, and that's when they collect data that they actually use it. And if you do use it, you can make a nice tailored experience to the person that's coming to your site. So we're starting to see more companies pop up. One of them is Sail Through. You can look it up on our blog, but SAILTHRU, where they actually utilize the person's behavior on your site to change the content on your site for them. So this personalized experience is becoming greater and greater, and it's going to be interesting how SEO deals with that and everything else. If everybody's got a personalized experience, what do you rank on?
My own ranks. I mean, I'll be leaving my wake. My wake will go in front of me, and every site will be curtailing to what my interests are.
And it's not. The thing that people should keep in mind if you're not doing this, some people say, "Oh, I hate it. I hate that they know." But the fact is that it works, and hopefully it gets beyond just remarketing. Remarketing is where I visited this site once, so now every site I go to, I see the same ad over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now they're getting smarter that they're showing buy products. People that bought that product also bought this product, and
tangential products. Absolutely.
But the nice thing for the common person with the common website, these tools are coming down in price significantly. So they used to be, again, thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands of dollars a month to get these tools. Now they're starting to back down into the hundreds of dollars a month. So
we're talking about these intelligent content management tools. I mean, it's going to be more and more. It's going to proliferate a good deal more. It's about marketers embracing the content strategy. They're doing it with a more increasing zeal. I mean, marketers are figuring out that they can't bluster, they can't blow smoke anymore. They got to utilize these tools. Google is making it easier to access this segmentation of users, and so are all of these tools. So content should certainly be following you. And honestly, SEO is no longer the chase of keyword ranking. It's the chase of that consumer. SEO is going to be much more consumer individually consumer related. So site architecture, website content needs to be evaluated in a manner of user profiles. And honestly, that's where it should have been altogether.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's a matter of it can be so simple, right? Mm-hmm. One of the things that we've been doing on our sites is putting a call to action after each blog post.
Yes.
As simple as that. Just that, okay, if you wrote about SEO,
right,
you have a call to action right underneath as it says, hey, if you need additional assistance with it, contact Site Strategics.
Right.
Just something as simple as that can
it make sense?
Can exponentially increase the number of people that are calling your company. So the nice thing about this for people to think about is, I said it at an event a couple weeks ago, is that the majority of clients that come see us have enough audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they have enough. It's just that they're not converting that traffic. So people come and read this beautiful article on their site, but then there's nothing to tell them to make the phone call or click the button or register or download or whatever. And so
make it simple for them to understand what you want them to do.
So for the audience, it's stop chasing eyeballs and start looking at, are we absolutely monetizing what we already have? Mm-hmm. And so that's where, folks like you can tell them, is this a relevant audience? Are they coming from search terms, and are they coming from sites, on terminology that's relevant to their products and services, which is important because a lot of people have sites that are so poorly optimized that they're getting stuff on traffic that has nothing to do with their stuff. But if you're getting that relevant traffic, then what are you doing to convert that relevant traffic?
Yeah. That's fantastic. And that's a topic that can truly just go on and on and on. It's great information, and if you're not adjusting content based on user experience, you're not adopting some of these tools that actually interact with those first-time comers as well as return visitors.
Yes.
Yeah, you're missing the opportunity to be able to. It's just like, hey, a salesperson that saw that same person. Oh, I saw you in here before. Are you still interested in this? Oh, if you're back checking this out, I got some other stuff over here. It's as simple as understanding that concept.
I'll give you another example. We implemented a tool called Opt-in Monster. Mm-hmm. It's a good name for a tool, but it's basically a pop-up div, that gets you to subscribe to someone's newsletter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, what these guys did though that's spectacular is they do it when your browser goes out of the page content. So as you're going up to your search bar or up to your address bar or over to another app, it triggers the pop-up.
That is great.
Right?
Oh man.
So again, it's just, it didn't get in your way. It didn't interrupt you. It didn't do anything. It was as you were leaving, it said, hey, by the way, you should subscribe.
I love that.
And it's working really well,
Hey, another prediction for 2014, location-based marketing.
This one's going to be huge.
Now, according to Inforza, which is an online service, 1/3 of searches in 2013 were location-based. 2014 consumer location-based searches will drive marketers to get smarter and savvier about reaching consumers based on their location. It's all about this device. It's all about the location of this smartphone and what type of ads and what type of...
It's going to drive pay-per-click costs up.
Oh, you got that right. Hey, another prediction, Google Plus will grow. Google Plus is becoming an increasingly recognized as a platform for brands to promote content. Google Plus is the fourth largest social network in terms of unique monthly visitors, according to eBiz MBA, and that reports monthly to Alexa. The number of contributors who have registered Google authorship will more than double. Matt Cutts has said that Google search terms, our teams are actually taking and talking about author rank in the future. We already talked about this earlier in this year. Author rank. Yep. is going to be a flourishing value of you as a contributor, contributing not only to your own website, but to another number of others. I think overall, brands also are going to be leveraging bite-sized content. Smart brands will start speaking to these consumers in ways that will emotionally engage them, but also more deeply into short-form marketing, such as Twitter and Snapchat and Vine. You're going to have those spaces where
snackable content.
Snackable. I love it.